Our next activity in making your outside space fit for wildlife is all about holes. We're talking little holes, we're talking big holes, holes for all sorts of wildlife. So why are holes so important for some wildlife? Well, it provides a safe resting place, maybe overnight, or in the case of bats during the day, a safe place to hibernate if that's what the creature does over the course of the winter. And for many, it's a place to raise their young, because if you can find a hole that is only just big enough for you, well, it means that any bigger predator can't get in to get you or your young. The thing is that a lot of garden wildlife originates in woodland. And in that habitat, the trees have hundreds of years in order to grow up, grow big, grow old, and in doing so develop all of those hidey holes for wildlife. In contrast, gardens tend to be rather young habitats, and they just haven't had chance to develop the nooks and crannies that wildlife needs. So while my birch trees are doing really well, I'm very happy with them, they're only about 10 years old, and there won't be any blue tits nesting in those for years to come. Another place where some wildlife likes to find holes is in our houses. They've done it for thousands of years and they expect to find holes all over the place. But of course these days we're becoming extra good at DIY and blocking up any hole that there is. And if you've got a new build, well, there's probably not a single hole in it whatsoever. So our job is, on the one hand, to replicate the natural nest holes that you'd find in ancient woodland, and on the other hand, to add some holes back into our houses to allow wildlife to live there. And I don't mean by drilling through the walls. And it's then the fun job of providing the right hole in the right place for the species you want to attract. As a rule of thumb, with a bird box, face them somewhere between north and east. They don't like to be in full sunlight. Whereas with bats, they do like the heat. So place the box facing south with a clear flight line in. Your hedgehogs like somewhere really quiet and out of the way, so tuck it in a shady corner underneath a bush. Follow these simple rules and your outside space could be filling up with a whole host of new and exciting tenants ready for the next season.